Good morning, students. I am Shomajit sir. Today we'll start a fresh new chapter about breathing and exchange of gases, where we'll study about the different respiratory organs that different organisms have, and we'll study about the respiratory system. So, without any delay, let's start. Let's start with the topic breathing and exchange of gases. You can see the colorful pictures are given. Now, first, what is respiration? Okay, so respiration is the oxidation of nutrient in the living cells to release energy for biological work. So again I repeat, respiration is the oxidation of nutrients. The nutrients are being oxidized in the living cells to release energy for biological work. So during respiration, there is a oxidation of nutrients and energy is released. Okay, and what is breathing? Breathing is the exchange of oxygen from the atmosphere with carbon dioxide produced by the cell. Okay, so what is breathing? Breathing is the exchange of oxygen from the atmosphere with carbon dioxide produced by the cell. Now, respiratory organs. What are respiratory organs? You can see general body surface, like example lower invertebrates, sponges like coledotrach, flatworms. So respiratory organs, they have respiratory organs in their body surface. Okay, like lower invertebrates like sponges, coelenterals, flatworms have their respiratory organs at the general body surface. So from the surface of the body they respire. So in this primitive organism or lower invertebrates, respiratory organs is not separately found. Like human beings, we are advanced eukaryotes and we are falling under mammalia, so we have a separate respiratory organs, but these lower invertebrates like sponges, coelenterals, flatworms don't have it. They respire by body surfaces. So in earthworms, leech and amphibians, okay, so there is a cutaneous respiration scene where skin or moist cuticle, okay, skin or moist cuticle does the cutaneous respiration. So this can be seen in earthworm, leech and amphibians. Okay, so in insects, centipede and millipede, spiders, they do tracheal tubes. They have a tracheal tubes by which this is a respiratory organ. They does respiration. Okay, so insects, centipede, millipede, spider, by the help of tracheal tubes, they help in respiration. So in fishes, tadpoles and prawns, gills, by the gills they does branchial respiration. Next you can see in most vertebrate. Okay, in most vertebrate they does is respiration by lungs, that is called pulmonary respiration. So pulmonary respiration is seen in most vertebrae, that takes place by the help of lungs. So by the lungs they does its respiration. Now I move to human respiratory system. So human respiratory system have two types. There are two types. One is air tract, that is air passage, and another is paired lungs. Okay, so you can see the labelings: nasal cavity, nostril, oral cavity, larynx, right main bronchus, okay, that is primary, right lungs, ribs, pleura, left lungs, diaphragm, left main bronchus, that is primary, then trachea, then pharynx. Okay, so this is a human respiratory system. So first we'll see about air passage or air track. Okay, so conducting part, so it transport atmospheric air into the alveoli. So right, so it transport atmospheric air into the alveoli. It clears air from foreign particles. It clears air from foreign particles. It humidifies and brings the air to body temperature. Okay, so it humidifies and bring the air to body temperature. Now you can see the pathway given from start point to last. You can see the external nostril from where the air enters. Okay, so external nostrils, then nasal passage, then nasal chamber, it's also called nasal cavities, then nasopharynx, then glottis, okay, then larynx, then trachea, then primary bronchi, then secondary bronchi, then tertiary bronchi, then bronchioles, then terminal bronchioles, respiratory bronchioles, then alveolar duct. Okay, so each terminal bronchi give rise to many thin and vascularized alveoli. Okay, so these are the passage. You can see the diagram on the right hand side. The trachea diagrams are given, primary bronchus are given, terminal bronchus are given. Okay, then the alveoli are also magnified. You can see in the right hand side the alveolus and alveolar sac, you can see. So larynx, so what is larynx? The sound box or voice box is a cartilaginous box which help in sound production. Then during swallowing, glottis is closed by epiglottis, a thin elastic cartilaginous flap to prevent the entry of food into larynx. Then trachea, all bronchi and initial bronchioles are supported by incomplete cartilaginous half ring. Okay, so these are the vocal cords in action, you can see. Now lungs. Okay, so lungs are situated in thoracic chamber and rest on diaphragm. So right lungs has 3 lobes. Okay, so you can see the right lungs has 3 lobes and the left lungs has 2 lobes, you can see in the figure. So each lung is covered by double layered pleura. Okay, so each lungs is covered by double layered pleura. Okay, so each lungs is covered by double layered pleura, that is the outer parietal pleura and inner visceral pleura. So 2 layers are there, names are outer parietal pleura and inner visceral pleura. The pleural fluid present in between these 2 layers lubricates the surface of the lungs and prevents friction between the membranes. Okay, so you can see the pleura, this covering of lungs is called pleura, and you can see the diaphragm. So lungs is equal to bronchi plus bronchioles plus alveoli. Okay, so lungs has bronchi, bronchioles and alveoli. So alveoli and their ducts forms respiratory or exchange part of respiratory system. Alveoli are the structure and function unit of lungs. Okay, so alveoli are the structure and function unit of lungs. So this is the internal structure of lungs, you see. So these are the steps of respiration. So first is pulmonary ventilation, that is breathing. Second is the gas exchange between lung, alveoli and blood. Third is the gas transport, that is oxygen transport and carbon dioxide transport. Next is the gas exchange between blood and tissue, and last is cellular or tissue respiration. Okay, so here I have discussed about first the respiratory organs. All are different. In lower invertebrates they're different. Okay, they does by general body surfaces. Then in earthworms, leech and amphibians, they're different. They are doing by skin or cuticle, that means cutaneous respiration. Okay, next we can see tracheal tubes. They help in respiration in insects, centipede, millipede, spider. Then fishes tadpoles, okay, they does a branchial respiration by gills. Okay, then pulmonary respiration is done in most vertebrates by lungs. Okay, then the respiratory tract I have given. All the diagrams are important. You have to draw the diagram of this human respiratory system in your copy. Thank you, student. This was all about the entire video lecture. We have discussed about the topic respiratory organs and human respiratory system, the parts I have discussed. So this was from the chapter breathing and exchange of gases. So stay at home, stay safe. I am Shomuji sir signing off for today, and again we'll meet in the next class. Thank you, students.